Hello, Just Too Good here, back with another video, and today I'm expressing my thoughts on the LEGO Ninjago Summer 2015 sets and the LEGO Chima Summer 2015 sets. Now these are all pictures from the toy fair that I'm using from toyark.com, along with one additional picture from Brick Set provided by the Brick Show, so thank you to them. And right now let's take a look at the Ninjago stuff first, and then we'll get into all the other stuff. So first we're going to take a look at the Airjitzu stuff, and first off, let's get this straight. Rayman and Smash. I never played a Rayman game in my life, but I think he could be a good character addition because, you know, we're getting that third-party Ubisoft represent, and I don't know. We'll have to see how that turns out. I'm pretty sure it's real, though. Anyways, so the first one is Airjitzu Kai, and these are all retailing for $10 in the United States. For $10, I guess they're okay. I mean, I would have preferred it a little bit cheaper. But, hey, that's Lego's choice because they want another Speedors, you know. I don't know if they should make it so high in price. But this is the Airjitzu for Kai, right? And the Airjitzu stuff is really weird because they use these little flyers right here, and they don't really look like something you'd expect from a Lego interlocking brick system. But I digress because it looks really fun to play with. I really like how you could fit a minifigure in there, so you could kind of put your own minifigures from different themes and stuff like that inside that little flyer. It even uses the ripcord kind of like the Chima, the Chima Speedors, and just kind of an interesting design. For $10, I mean, it's cool that they also have specific Airjitzu versions of the minifigures, which are basically like NRG minifigures from, you know, the 2012 spinners. So that's kind of interesting. You got Jay right here. You got Kai. I mean, I always call this guy Kai, but it's Cole, obviously. And Zane. And this guy, I don't know what his name is. I don't even know. I think it might even be Moro. I'm not entirely sure. This is... I don't even know what this is. This is a new guy, but a lot of these villains this wave use this hood with the kind of dark blue and purple colors. And I'm calling it right now. You know how there was Ultra Agents villains in the Spring 2015 Ninjago episodes? I think that antimatter is related to these guys. He has something to do with these guys because his color scheme is the same as these evil people. So I think that maybe in the TV show they're going to explain something. They're going to have antimatter in the summer 2015 episodes, kind of relating them to this because, I mean, the spring 2015 episodes had all those Ultra Agents villains, which is kind of cool. I kind of cross-link that. So I don't know. I'm just calling that out right now. Other than that, you see $10. That's Morro. Okay, this one's Morro. This one is, we're finally getting onto the sets, and this is a Master Wu Dragon. Now this set, you know, you would expect it to be maybe $50, $60. This is a $40 set. Darn it, I'm going to get this set because that's a really good price. That's actually the same price as the Titanium Dragon, and this is probably maybe even a better set than that. We're finally getting Master Wu again. You know, Sensei Wu hasn't appeared in a set for a while, and it's great to finally get him again. And the dragon itself looks pretty cool. It has kind of a different look than the traditional LEGO Ninjago dragons. I especially like how they use Unikitty's tail in that kind of tan color. And it has more of a Chinese dragon look to it. I'm just basing that off of like my memory. I'm not even sure if that's accurate culturally. And you get some good minifigures in there, like a lot of these evil guys and even a little Slimer-like people. And 5 minifigures for $40 is not even that bad for a Ninjago set. So I will be getting that one because that's actually a really cool design and a great price. Then again, I still gotta get the Titanium Dragon. This one is Ronin Rex. This set I don't like too much. It's a good deal because it is $50 for 547 pieces and some cool minifigures. I think this is the only one to come with Ronin, which is, you know, kind of the main villain from that new game coming out. But it's kind of interesting to see them actually incorporate Airjitzu spinner right here, or Airjitzu Flyer, which is kind of interesting in the design. But the rest of the set, I don't like this kind of design of it. I think it's kind of weird looking. I don't know. But other than that, the actual set itself is a pretty good deal. It just looks a little bit too chunky as a vehicle. This one I really like, the Titan Mech Battle, because you get kind of a dark version of what looks to be Samurai X's mech from 2012, and you get this little Titan mech right here, which looks really cool. I like that little head design, and it looks a little bit more like a Japanese mecha than a traditional LEGO Ninjago kind of vehicle, or kind of mech. So I like how that came out. I'm just hoping it's cheap, and I don't know the price yet because for some reason a lot of sites don't post the prices, and that's kind of a shame because I like seeing the prices of sets before they come out instead of seeing these pictures, because I see about 1,000 pictures of the same set, even though Toy Ark has some of the best pictures, and I never see any with the prices. The only one that did do the prices was from Bricks to Both Hands, and they don't do original themes anymore of, LEGO in-house themes. So that's kind of sad, but whatever. End rant. And this set's, yeah, if it's like $70 or $60, I might actually pick it up because I do like the design of that mech. And this one's pretty cool too, even though I like this mech a little bit better because it's like an evil version of, Samurai X's mech. And Samurai X is in the set, and you get Jay as well. And some villains. And a little play area, And this one is the Attack of the Morro Dragon. This one, I don't even know the price of this one, maybe like $80, $90. I'm guessing just off the top of my head. And this design is really cool. I like how that dragon comes out. I think that's a really kind of cool looking dragon. It has lots of cool colors to it, and it has some pretty cool printing, which looks a little bit like camouflage printing, but then again, it has like a palette swap of what you expect from a camouflage set. But looks really cool, and not much else to say with it. What you see is what you get. Pretty sweet looking dragon right there. I used to be a sucker for the Ninjago dragons, but then I don't know, they put maybe too much out. But it's kind of reinvigorating them because they're trying a lot of different styles. Like Sensei Wu's one was kind of this Chinese dragon. This one's like a one that uses kind of different colors that you wouldn't expect. And this is the biggest set of the wave, which is, I guess, $120, maybe $130. The Final Flight of Destiny's Bounty. I'm going to have a confession. You guys know, or some of you guys know, that I did not like 2012 Ninjago sets really at all. I think there was maybe 3 I liked out of the whole year. But one of them I didn't like was Destiny's Bounty. I did not like the Destiny's Bounty set originally. This update, though, is actually pretty darn cool. Not a set that I would get, but I will respect it for being a pretty sweet design. I love just kind of the printed pieces on here, like this one right here, which looks so cool. And this one looks just a lot more finished. I felt like the first one didn't feel so finished and complete. This one, on the other hand, looks like a full vehicle, and it looks really cool and fun to play with. Also, you get a little mini dragon right there, which is pretty sweet as well. Lots of minifigures. I think it's about 9 in this set. And I wonder who this one is, because this can't be Kai. So we're going to have to see who that ninja turns out to be. But very interesting design in there. Maybe we could see right now if they say the name. Oh, right, wrong picture. Because you gotta drag the picture right there. Yeah, I don't say the name on the bottom, so I don't know who that is. But it looks like a great set. And that design is fantastic. And that's it for the Ninjago Wave, except one more set, which was provided by Brick Show on the Brick Set. And this is a blaster bike, a $20 set. Not digging this design too much. Actually, it could be $15, I'm not entirely sure. Because it looks a lot like that Kai motorcycle, the Kai cycle from 2012. And while a lot of them in this wave are very unique kind of builds, or different takes on builds that we've seen before, like the evil Samurai X kind of mech and different forms of dragons, this one is really kind of I don't know, I don't like how it's on the ground. I wish I would have done just a more unique design than just your basic bike. It looks even like Eggler's bike from Chima from 2013. Not digging that. The only thing I do like is all the other parts that aren't the bike. Like I like this guy right here, this little cute little mini dragon, and these two little Slimer guys. You know, they're not called Slimers. So other than that, don't really care for this bike. Might get this set, might not. We'll see. Next up is the Chima Summer 2015 sets, and we got a few cool ones here. Just kidding, we don't, because I don't like any of these Summer 2015 sets. I'll be honest right now. Don't like, and I don't like. Now I'll go into a little bit more depth. Alright, I could criticize these basically right off the top of my head. When I first saw them, I thought the same thing. This one it gives the feature of transforming into a vehicle, but I think that really kind of killed the set for me. Because of that, you're left with these three little tires right here, which are not little whatsoever. They're really huge. And it just gives a really peculiar look to it, and not in a good way. Because you know I like unique builds, but it just doesn't match well, because you got the color scheme of this is this red and gold and brown, which looks cool. It's a cool combination. But you got these three big wheels in the middle that makes it kind of distracts from the rest of the actual build. And then it has just these three kind of chunky parts that don't look like anything else on there. They're wheels, you know. There's nothing circular really on this build. That it loses the focus of the actual set itself. It makes you focus at the tires, which look out of place. And that's how I feel about this set. It's a good cheap way to get the Bladvic or any of the Bear, really, because it is $40. But other than that, not really recommending buying this, and I'm not going to buy this myself. And it would have been cool if they just didn't have that transforming feature, because then they wouldn't even have this little hole in the middle. And then this is the Mammoth Frozen Stronghold. The reason I don't like this one is because it's a base, right, or it's a Stronghold, and it just doesn't have much play features, it looks like, to it. I like having play sets that are actual play sets, not just a little gate to hold one vehicle and then that's it. And that's what this is. It's the same as a Lavertis base, basically, because you got this one part to hold this vehicle in the middle, and then you got this sidewall right here for defense, and then the sidewall right here for defense. Also, hey, that's like the Lion Tree Temple, where you had these big walls for defense, which were most of the build of it, and this one opening in the middle. You know, I was really liking the LEGO Chima Fire vs. Ice wave until I saw these three sets. And it's sad that this is the last wave of Chima, because it's ending in such a bad way. And you see it's $60. Woohoo. I mean, the only good thing about this, and the only reason I would get this, which I highly doubt I would get it, unless I see it on clearance, which I probably will see on clearance, I don't think this is going to sell too well, is because of the Rogan minifigures, and you know, the actual Rhino minifigures, and then the little Mammoth minifigures, because those are the two tribes I wanted, but they came in no sets this year, and this is the only set they come in. So that's how I feel about that one. And then this one, this is the hardest one to say why I don't like it, but I just don't like the look of it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I know it's going to be like $80. I believe it's $80 already confirmed. It's 40, 60, 80, which is basically the LEGO movie Summer 2014 wave. You know, because it goes in $20 increments. I'm getting too technical. And this one I don't like because, I don't know, it's just this build right here. It's really hard to... I don't know what's wrong with it. And this is the same thing I thought when I first saw pictures of it. I just don't like it. You get a little mini Laval's Royal Fighter, which brings back bad memories. But actually, I think I like that build more than Krager's vehicle because it's kind of cute. But the actual... I don't know. I wish there was a... I tried preparing. This is the third time I'm shooting this video, and I still can't formulate my opinions on why I don't like this vehicle. It's just, I just don't like the look of it. I'm sorry for the Chima fans out there, because I know a lot of you guys like it, but what am I going to do? So that's it. That's how I feel about all these sets revealed. That's it for Chima. Chima's done. I mean, there's a rumor going around that someone got an email, which I'll link to in the description to that video, because you should check that video out. Basically, they emailed LEGO, and LEGO said, hey, you know what, we are making more, or they said, we don't plan on ending Chima anytime soon. Like a LEGO employee emailed that back. I think personally that it's going to still end this year. I just think that maybe they got confused and said, hey, we're getting a wave in May, so that means it's not ending. But who knows? I guess only time will tell. But I'm like 75% sure it's ending. But overall, the Chima wave, I don't like any of these sets, really. If I had to choose a favorite, it would probably be this one, because there's the minifigure selection is really cool. But other than that, the rest of the set's kind of crappy. For Ninjago, my favorite is actually the Master Wu Dragon and Master Wu Dragon and Titan Mech battle. Those two are really cool. The rest of the sets are pretty good. I mean, they have good prices, definitely, and they have some pretty cool designs. And then my least favorites is Ronin Rex, just for the design, and this little bike for just the overall, I don't know, design as well. So yeah, it's an interesting wave of Ninjago. And this is definitely I like this year of Ninjago better than last year. Probably not better than 2013, because 2013 is probably my favorite Ninjago year besides the first year. But we'll have to reorganize that once these sets come out. And so that's it for now. Please check out the links to these in the description below. So check out Toy Arc and check out the Brickset article with the actual picture of the one we were missing. And thanks to Brick Show for providing that image. See you guys later. Express your thoughts in the comments. Bye. Raymond and Smash.